All right, guys, let's talk about Vellum. Or Vellum, I'm not sure. Doesn't matter. This is a tool that I just got because I am getting back into the KDP space. I have a short book that I want to publish. I wanted to make this video because I had a lot of difficulty finding the right software to create my ebook and format it. You can always hire somebody, but I have plans to do a few more of these, and I really like to kind of have more control over the process. But getting it exported properly to the EPUB and getting it so it looks exactly the way I want for my publishing on Amazon was important. So I tested out a few tools, and Vellum, Vellum, whatever, is the one that I've kind of landed on. It's not perfect, but I want to go over kind of why I like it. So when it comes to actually composing the book, I actually prefer Scrivener. So I use Scrivener to organize my thoughts. It is a really complex tool. It's the type of thing that merits taking a course. I took a course on Scrivener called Learn Scrivener Fast like 10 years ago. And fortunately, it hasn't really changed. Well, fortunately and unfortunately, it hasn't really changed at all since then, which is cool. Let me show you what Scrivener looks like, which is cool, but there are some things I would like to see them add the ability to do a little bit more. This is going to make people mad, but I would like to see them add some AI features, just stuff like I don't like the ones that are like ghostwrite your book in 20 minutes. I think that's crap. But I would like the ability to have AI go through the content and say, hey, this flows well. Let me suggest some changes to the flow. Just the ability to, kind of like if I were to highlight this and say, make this read better. I know a lot of authors hate just the mere mention of AI, but that's one thing I kind of would have liked them to see. But with Scrivener, you can do it basically completely offline. You can do a ton of stuff. It's really great for research type content, right? Like if you have research, you can put it up over here on the side and look at two documents at one time and compare them. A lot of great stuff in Scrivener. So that's where I like to write my books. Most people maybe want to just use Google Docs, depending on what you're doing. But this is where I wrote it. But the problem is that Scrivener does not properly format your ebooks for you, and you can't see what they look like when you publish them to Kindle. So I got Vellum, and I did it entirely just because I wanted to be able to see what it looks like. So in here, these are all the chapters. And what's cool is over here on the side, you can see the book and how it looks, right? And it's super simple. I love the minimalism that they have here. Like, it doesn't do too much. I've used some tools that are web-based, and they do too much, and it just makes it so you do nothing, right? With Vellum, you have this little icon, the squigglies, and you can choose which of these you want. I don't even want to touch them because I already have mine set and customized. Inside of each one, you can customize each thing in further depth. So like, let's say like right here for the heading, if I wanted to change that, and it shows you immediately what that change will look like. You can do stuff like the first paragraph. As you see here, this is going to change it right over there. So that's neat. I like that, right? I like to do the big capital letter. That's my favorite. Paragraph after break. And then when you're ready to export it, file. And what's cool too about this is that you can actually write your book before buying. And then when you're ready to buy, you can pay, which is a big thing because I know a lot of you have half-finished books. I don't want to be a Debbie Downer, but a lot of you are never going to finish them. So why spend money if you're not going to actually use it to export your book? So this will only charge you when you're ready to export it, right? Pretty neat. That's really it. So also it does do a little bit of proofreading. Like if I type triangle and I spell it wrong, it's going to tell me what to spec, but it doesn't go beyond basic typos. It doesn't tell me things that I would see with maybe like Pro Writing Aid or Grammarly, right? So you do want to write this somewhere else and then bring it here. You can write it completely inside of this if you want. That's not my flow. But all in all, I do think that this is a great tool. I'm on just the ebook plan because this one is just an ebook. It's a topic that is kind of changing a lot, so I didn't want to print the book because if something changes, the book would become less valuable. and I don't want to do that. But overall, yes, great tool. I'm a fan. I think it's worth the price. But you let me know in the comments what you think. I'm enjoying it. There are other tools out there like Atticus, and I'll maybe do a video of that, do a comparison of the two. But as of now, this is the one that I am using and recommending to anyone who's kind of dabbling in KDP. I'll see you guys in the next video.